Is today possibly Jesus's birthday? I feel like it very well could be. And the Lord recently brought this to my attention that this day, the first of Nissan, the first day of the Jewish New Year, could very well be Jesus's birthday. Now, Jonathan Cahn does a great teaching on why the birth of Jesus would be on the first of Nissan. I highly recommend you look for his video where he breaks it down in detail. People also say that April 1st is Jesus's birthday, and that's why they named it April Fool's Day, because we're all being intentionally fooled, lied to, and mocked, and it's a sort of way to mock and make fun of Jesus and those who follow him. So if you try to look up the origins of April Fool's Day, there is nothing affirmative that can be tied to this date or this holiday. This only convinces me more that April Fool's Day is the day that they chose to make a mockery of Jesus's birthday, and the fact that they have everyone believing that December 25th is his birthday and celebrating his birth on December 25th when they worship their God. Since the Hebrew dates change every year because we are on the Gregorian calendar, which is a solar calendar, and God's calendar is it's a lunar calendar. This would mean that Jesus' birthday would not always land on April 1st or April Fool's Day. It wouldn't land on the same day every year exactly because of the fact that we're on a solar calendar and God's calendar is based on the lunar calendar. So that would mean that the date changes every year. And this year it lands on April 9th. Jesus' birthday, if it is on Nissan 1, that means it would land today on April 9th. And I find it so amazing that April 8th is the end of the Jewish year and April 9th is the first day of the Jewish year. This is just more evidence of God meaning what he said when he stated, I am Alpha and Omega, beginning and the end, the first and the last. Yesterday was the last day of the Jewish year. And as I'm sure you all know, it was a huge solar eclipse. And this solar eclipse combined with 2017 and 2023's solar eclipses created the Hebrew letter over America that is Aleph Tav. And in Greek, it is the Alpha and Omega. Both mean the beginning and the end. God said in Revelation 21:6 that he is the beginning and the end. And this Aleph Tav is his signature. God has used these eclipses to put his signature over America. The last day of the Jewish year yesterday and the big solar eclipse, the third and final eclipse in the series of these three eclipses, created the Aleph Tav signature of God in the heavens yesterday that was on display for us all to see and to marvel at. And today is the beginning of the Jewish New Year and what could very well possibly be Jesus's birthday, which would make perfect sense because he says he is the beginning and the end. So it would make sense for his birthday to land on the beginning of the Jewish New Year, the beginning of the calendar of God and God's people. And I just find it so fascinating. God is so distinct. He is so wise. He gives us so many clues, so many signs. He puts his signature on everything that he does. And so, yeah, this very well could be Jesus's birthday, Nissan 1, the beginning of the Jewish year. It makes sense. Again, check out Jonathan Cahn's breakdown on this. It makes a whole lot of sense. And I think it's pretty cool that even though they've tried to deceive the followers of God and give us the wrong date for Jesus's birthday, that God has a way of leading his people to the knowledge of the truth. And I think it's so special that I can now move forward, really having this day as a special day. Every day is special because God is special. And every day that he gives us is a day that he is worthy to be praised. But I just felt like, I can now move forward eating a little cupcake every time that this date comes around so that I can celebrate with Jesus and let him know that I love him. It's just another reason, another way that I can let him know that I love him and I celebrate him and he is the center of my world. Amen. God bless.